Hello friends, welcome to the SM Astro channel. In this video, we will learn about a very popular and most misunderstood Rajyog, which is the Gaj Kesari Rajyog. This is a very common Rajyog which is seen in many charts, but truth be told, it is actually a very rare yoga when you consider the primary conditions and the cancellation factors of this yoga. You would understand it is a very rare and not so easy yoga to be formed. In this video, we will learn about the primary conditions, the cancellations of Gaj Kesari Raj Yoga, and the factors which decide the variation in results of this particular yoga, and when we would actually get the results when this yoga is actually formed in the chart. Let us first understand what Gaj Kesari Yoga is. Gaj Kesari Raj Yoga is a very auspicious yoga. People with this yogas are blessed with wealth, knowledge, wisdom, reputation, prestige, awards and honors from the government and society, goodwill. Earlier, it was believed that when a person had this yoga in the chart, the person would be capable enough to take care of an entire village, both in terms of finance and knowledge. So now, what happened that when you have this kind of yoga in your chart, you are still not successful in life. Forget feeding the entire village, you can't even feed your own family. So to understand this in details, we have to first understand the primary conditions of the formation of this yoga. There are three main primary conditions for formation of this yoga. The number one is both Jupiter and Moon should be either a functionally benefic or at least a neutral planet for an ascendant. This yoga is formed with the combination of Jupiter and Moon. These two planets are responsible for the formation of this yoga. Both Jupiter and Moon needs to be functionally benefic or at least a neutral planet for the ascendants. Therefore, this yoga can only be formed in 7 ascendants: Aries, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius and Pisces. This yoga does not get formed in any of the other ascendants. The second condition is Jupiter and Moon should either be conjunct with each other or should be in an angular position from each other. By this, let us understand this with an example. Let's say Jupiter and Moon are conjunct in the first house. This can form Gaj Kesari Raj Yoga. Or let's say Jupiter is in the first house and Moon is in angle positions to Jupiter, that is in 4th, 7th or 10th houses from Jupiter. Then also this yoga can be formed. The third main primary condition is that this yoga should be formed in good houses. In good houses, that is angles and trines, that is 1, 4, 7, 10 or 5th and 9th house. It also gives benefits in the 11th house and the 2nd house because both the houses are houses of income and wealth. So even in these houses, this yoga blesses a person with financial, in terms of finance and wealth, in terms of financial prosperity. If either of the planet, Jupiter or Moon, is in the trick houses, that is 6, 8, 12 or in the 3rd house, the yoga will not be formed. If both or either of the planet is seated in 3rd, 6th, 8th or 12th house, this yoga gets cancelled. The yoga is not formed. So for this yoga to be formed, the three conditions are primarily both the planets have to be functionally benefic or at least neutral planet for the ascendant. It can be formed by conjunction or by being in angular position to each other, in kendra to each other, 1, 4, 7, 10. This should be formed in good houses only in angles or in trines. Even in second and 11th houses, this yoga gives results, especially in terms of wealth. So these are the three primary conditions one has to see. When these three conditions are met, then only we can say a person has Gaj Kesari Rajyog in the chart. There are ways in which this yoga gets cancelled or the results get diminished. Once we are certain that the Gaj Kesari yoga is being formed, the three primary conditions are being met. Now we need to assess a few factors which would determine whether the yoga gets cancelled or the results get diminished. The variation of the results. When Jupiter is retro, the yoga gets cancelled. When Jupiter is retro, the yoga gets cancelled. If either Jupiter or Moon or both of them are debilitated, that is, let's say Moon is in sign number 8, Jupiter is supposing in sign number 10, that is, either of them is debilitated or both are debilitated, the yoga gets cancelled. When both are debilitated, in any case the yoga won't be formed because they won't be in angular position to each other. So this, if Jupiter is retro or Moon or Jupiter is debilitated, the yoga gets cancelled. If Moon is seated with Sun and forming Amavasya dosh, the results can get nullified or diminished. If Sun combusts either Moon or Jupiter, then also the results get diminished. You get less benefit of this yoga. Combustion makes a planet weak and therefore the results cannot be that good. If the Moon is in within 3 houses of Sun, then also the results get diminished. If Jupiter or Moon is in conjunction with Rahu or Ketu, then also it can either cancel the yoga completely or nullify the results to a great extent. So let's say Moon is here in conjunction with Rahu or Ketu, or Jupiter is in conjunction with Rahu or Ketu, then this conjunction can cause the yoga to be cancelled or the results to get diminished. If either of them is seated in enemy sign, then also the results are quite lessened. You do not get complete benefit of the yoga. You also have to check the strength of Jupiter and Moon, both degree wise, and this strength in Sadwal. If they are weak, both are weak, or either one of them is weak, this also greatly influences the result of this yoga. When this yoga is formed by conjunction, let us say Jupiter and Moon are seated together in a house, in a good house, then you have to see the degree difference between them. If the degree difference is less than 5 degrees, this is a very strong and most auspicious yoga and you would get complete and full benefit of this yoga. If the degree difference is more than 25 or 27, 28, 30, they are quite far apart to each other, then the results would be not that much. So you have to see the degree difference also. If the degree difference is between 10 and 20, something like that, then you get medium results. For the best results, for the topmost result, if they are in within 5 degrees of conjunction, then it is the best position. If Jupiter and Moon are associated with other planets, that is conjunct, let's say Jupiter is seated with Venus, then see which houses Venus owns in the chart. As per the lordship of the Venus, the results would again vary. This is how the Gaj Kesari yoga gets cancelled or diminished. When would you get results? You would get results during the Dasha and Antardasha of Jupiter and Moon. That is, the best results possible are during the Mahadasha of Jupiter, Antardasha of Moon, or Mahadasha of Moon and Antardasha of Jupiter, or during the Antardasha when any other planet is in Mahadasha. Let's say Venus Mahadasha is going on and you enter Jupiter Antardasha or Venus Moon Antardasha. Then also the results are expected. So when these planets are active, that is when you can actually get the results. I hope this video has been able to clarify many of your doubts and clear many misconceptions regarding this yoga. Please keep in mind the three primary conditions for formation of this yoga and then understand and then analyze the various factors which cancel or diminish the results of this yoga. This is a very positive and very strong yoga which is found very rarely. If you have this yoga in the chart, you are truly blessed. You have the God's blessings and you will be successful in life, no doubt about it. But again, as I said, it is very rare for this yoga to be formed, as there are many terms and conditions involved, so to speak. I hope you like the video. Do like, share and comment, and do subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching the video.